Hi, and welcome again with Umbraco tutorials. Today we are going to do part 22. Let's revise what we have done in the previous video. So I think it was the Google reCAPTCHA, was we adding just more validation to the forum we have created, or the feedback forum. So today the plan is to complete that stuff, or not to complete, to be honest with you. So as you remember, we have created the forum, so anyone can add the data in that forum. So let me just show you better than we're talking like this. So here's our site is up and running. So if I go to contact us and I try to send anything here from this forum, so the data is stored in the database through that previous tutorial, what we have done together. So I want to display this data to the admin. So they need to see what they got exactly here. Uh, so what is the best idea here? So we need something to extend Umbraco or Umbraco back office or Umbraco dashboard, they call it, to display that data inside Umbraco back office. So how we can do that? So Umbraco, they have something called Umbraco, what they call it. So if I close this one here, if I back here, so something called custom dashboard. So you can create custom dashboards. So you can add any new tab here. And inside that tab, when you click it, will open page. That page you can display, let's say, table of that feedbacks or the contact us data you got from the database. They have here good tutorial, but they are not mentioning everything. But so we'll try in our current video. We do that step by step, and we'll show you how to do it. So the plan is if you click on content, you have to see something called here feedback tab. When you click on it, you should see table. Inside that table, everything's all on, let's say, all the feedbacks you got. This, let's say, this coding here, it used to be very hard with Umbraco 7 and 8 because you have to use AngularJS. And I don't know why they said here the pre-requirement is you have to know AngularJS. Today we are going to do that with zero AngularJS. You can use with AngularJS, but I want to use the different approach. So we can, even you can use JavaScript with it, but I'm trying to avoid here AngularJS. So let's go and do that step by step. Let's close this one and close here this one. So what I'm doing here currently, half of that stuff, it's already in the, you can see it already on that page. So first thing is we need to include the app plugin. Everything we need to add inside this app plugin folder. So inside that app plugin folder, I want to create a new folder. So here we have, I think, just the iconic. I want to add a new folder. I will call it feedback dashboard. So inside that feedback dashboard, I need to create a new class, and that class is the extension, the extension class for that custom dashboard, and it will inherit straight away from something called iDashboard. So straight away it will be registered, and I don't need to do anything with it. Let's include it. Should be Umbraco core. Yeah, it came automatically. And let's implement it here. Yes, please. So what we are getting here? We are getting something called section, roles, alias, and the view. What is the section? So as we said, we need to show that data in which tab. So as you see here, there is tabs. You need to say, display it in content or media or settings. You can display it in this, just that's in that section, just which tab you need to display it. So in our situation here, we need to display it in the content tab. So just remove this one from here. Add something. Oh, what the heck, too many. So let's use this one. So we are saying in the application, I need just the content straight away, rather than just I said or write the name by myself. We use Umbraco enum. And the second thing is that they said to you who you will use this one. You can straight away say it or apply the rule for that one. You can apply it from here. So you can say the access rule will be, you can send it as an array. It could be for more than group. So I straight away add it for the admin here. You can just add a new line, and you can say I want to do it for, let's say, I don't know if there is editor or something like that. There is many things. You can add it for editor or anything here. That's simple to here. So if we come to the alias, what's mean this alias? So the alias is, I think it should be called key or alias. So that's fine. I think both of them working. So the name is for that tab. So you will see something in here between two brackets. It will be something like this. It will not be the proper name. So we'll see that why we are seeing this one. So it will be displayed as a feedback between two brackets here. So the second things here is important things. I don't know, I didn't see anyone or hear anyone mention about this one before, but while I was working, I found something. You can use a plain HTML or you can use Umbraco controller. So how we can, let's just see how we can use it with the plain HTML, because it's easy and simple. You don't need to create controllers or anything. So they say to you here, give me the view name. So where's the view currently? I don't have any view here or any HTML code. So what I can do, let's go to, let's say new item. Let's say give me something HTML. So I'll just choose HTML page. I will call it anything we can call it feedback HTML. So just a plain HTML, nothing on it. I will leave it like this. I will say test plain HTML page. That's it. I don't need anything more. And let's close it. So here they said, give me the URL for that one. So we have to copy the same URL or where we are adding that page by this. So we are saying the view, when someone click on the tab, go render this view. This will work with us if you run it now. Let's just give it just try to see to understand what we are saying here. So we are saying we have HTML, it's S. I think just to remove the HTML from here. So if anyone go to that A tag or the tab, click on it, they will render this page. So let's see how we can. Let's go to the back office and we should see something. Yeah, here we are. So as we said in the content, which it is this one here, under the content, add a new tab called feedbacks and will be between two brackets. We'll solve that now. And if I click on this one, it should render something called feedback HTML. It should be wrong because we have the S here. Maybe just we need to re-trigger it one more time. And there is nothing happening now. Let's refresh. And it's still same, so we need to restart the app again. So let's rerun it again. So try one more time. So let's see now. So here what we are saying is we are seeing the plain text we add already together in the HTML page. So what's mean that here? What we have done exactly here? So as I said, we have two approach. The first approach is we trigger plain HTML page, and the second approach with the controller. So we'll see that in the next approach. So just I'm showing you this one. I will not implement in this one. I will not do more in this approach. For this one, to be honest with you, it's anyone can do it or simple, and it's working. That's fine. There is no issue with it. So you can add straight away in this page. You can add your let's say HTML table, bootstrap table, and you can render the data inside it. After that, how you need to get the data, or how we can get the data, you can use jQuery to trigger the controller we have or the endpoint we have created before together. I think this one. So you can trigger this endpoint. How we trigger it before to get all, you can use get all. So we'll return all the data using JavaScript, and you'll see everything's fine here. This one approach. So the second approach is you can use, let's say, the controller. So I will comment this one here, and I will say here I want to use something called the controller approach. So this one more tricky, but let's say it's more professional. Yeah, let's say more professional, more than that one. So the same again. We are saying if someone in the back office click on that on this link, then we have a new link, and we'll know or we'll understand after that using the routing why we add something called back office and why you said only also feedback here, and we don't have a view in this path. So what's mean that? So before we jump to the second thing, so but just let's do the. If you remember, we had that two brackets around the feedback. So how we can remove that? So let me just run the project and show you again what I mean with that one before jumping to the controller stuff. So I mean here how I can remove this one. So the alias could be feedback underscore, could be feedback could be something different. The alias is something as a key working here with you. So how I can remove this key? So I don't want the end user or the admin to see this naming with the brackets or something. It's not that good. So how I can replace that one, or how I can remove that one, or like how I can add key for that. So in the same folder with the feedback dashboard, I will add something called a new folder. I'll say it's slang. So this one, it's Umbraco stuff. It's nothing new. And also I will add a new item. Where is it? And it will be something called XML. So as we know, Umbraco, they are working with multi-language. So just I need to add to the English language. I add a new key. That key called feedbacks. Replace it with feedback because I have same key or same name. So if I have something called feedbacks there here in the alias, so I have to if I have like this will be replaced with the new name. Let's leave it like this. Maybe make you a bit understanding what we are doing. So if I run this one now, I should see only feedbacks without that bracket too. So now you can see in the back office, I'm seeing the feedback. Oh, so that's fine. So you see the feedback data bracket. You can add anything you want here. Let's say feedback tab. You can add anything you want in this in the thing. It's a caption for that tab. I don't think so. It can work now together. No, you have just to rebuild the application. So that's the language or the issue with the naming done. So what we can do now, the second step is we have, or what we have done before, we have said if someone trigger this URL, I need you to go to somewhere to fetch the data for me. So how I can do that one? So I can straight away add here, let's say controller to handle the data or to get the data for me. So I will say I'll call it feedback controller. And straight away I will say it is secured by Umbraco back office. Only if you have access to Umbraco back office, you can look to this controller. So we'll have only index. So straight away, let's right click on this index, or let's save it first. Right click on the index and let's add a new browser HTML here. That's fine. So what I need in this controller. So as you remember before, we have worked with the EF core scope. So that's before how we get the data or how we inserted the data in the previous API. Well, here I used to work with the API. So we said this API can send from the front end to insert the data here. So we can use same EF scope to get the data for us. So we can do that one. Let's back again to our controller here. Let's say this, I need just only the AF, CTOR. So in this one, again, I need to say, give me this one, just to add there, and the constructor same. So they, that's it here. So also we can take same stuff from here. So how we used to get the code or the get everything. So just we can say, give me this one in the index when it's completed. So after that, I want to send this here. Come on, please. Also, we are using same contact us models, and which one it is? This one. I don't need to use anything new, and I need here, I think, a sync task, and this one here. That's it. That's everything we need. So we have now controller called feedbacks. So if someone, the next step we are doing, if someone click or call this URL, we need that URL to go to this controller. Let's add breakpoint. So before we do that, let's do the front end part maybe. So here we have the front end. It is here. So straight away it's throw it in the views. So inside this one, what I'm thinking is, let me just copy the old code, but then we take time. The video will be long. So what I'm saying here, I'm saying this one now. Yep, I don't need this one. Let's call it again. Yeah, it's working now. If needed, we'll call it again. So what we are doing here? So we add hashtag. We said it's the feedback, and the main model we are working is the contact us as a enum because we are sending list in not in this one, in this one. So we're getting everything and we send it as a list. So here after that we said if that list is not null, render from this table. Otherwise, there is no feedback. So I think we have issue with this one because this one calling the main one, but I need here to call the this one. I don't know what is the issue with that. And yeah, let's see, maybe just rebuild the app. Let's see if there is an issue. Should be this one, same. This one it should be the custom one because they are saying here maybe we need to add again something like this and hover on it. Come on, please. Yeah, but why this one complaining? I think it's complaining because we have now two type of the. So that's wrong. What's we have done wrong? If I go to the models in the custom entities, I have contact us, and also we have in the main publish model, we have contact us. So I think just we need to copy this one from here and say like this. So that's wrong to call all the same name everywhere. So that's it. I think it's working here. So I think we have done everything in the controller side. So our controller, if someone trigger this index, will take all the feedback from the database and display it in this page here. So I'm just saying here add the ID, name, email, subject, and send here. You can say let's say href. Yeah, so we have href already. So in the href we can say mail to maybe mail to the email at item dot dot who dot email. Come on. So if someone just click on this one, it will open the default Outlook. So it could be Outlook, could be something different. So this will straight away open this for you. But we have also the subject. I will see where we add the subject, but let's try it for now. No, we can't try nothing. Sorry. So we finished now the tab, and we finished the controller. But still, there is no let's say no link between them. I need logic to say if someone or root, if someone click on this one on the back office, let's run it to see what's happening exactly before we add the solution. So if someone asks you for back office feedback, you have to go to this forum or to this controller. So how we can see that? Let's run the back office and we see what we get there. And we have a breakpoint here. So if something happened, we can see that. So if I click on the in the feedback tab here, they say straight away this URL is not found. So if I click again on the network, let's give it one more time. So let's see what's exactly happening here or what link they are looking for. So if I click on this one here, they are saying you are going to something called Umbraco back office feedback. This link is not exist. That's okay. So we need something to say, to redirect this URL to the controller we created here. So how we can do that one? That it's not hard things. We can do it with Umbraco endpoints. So let me create a new folder in the app code. Well, let's call it Umbraco endpoints builder. Under that one, I will create again the class. Yeah, that class, the builder here, we'll call it too. So this class will be static and we'll do something like this. So what we have done here, or what we done already. So the class will be static and will be extending the iAmbraco endpoint builder context. So we call the extension method. We call it use custom routing, and we'll use it with the Umbraco endpoint builder context. What we are saying in the builder. So it's this similar to what we used to do in ASP MVC. So what's going here, or what we are doing here, so we'll call that endpoint here to redirect our URL. So we are saying if someone called the Umbraco back office feedbacks, go to the controller with this index. That's everything we are doing here. So let's register this one in our services. So let's take the name, the custom routing, and we go to the startup here. Rather than we add that routing here, this one, rather than we copy this one and add it here, and we could have more than one. So just we create this custom folder, a custom file for it, and we can call it, and we can add as much as we want. So let's say here u dot what you have created here, and we may call it only here like this. That's it. So all good here. Again, one more time, we are calling this URL, and we'll go to this controller, which is this here. So we came to the index, and the index we are getting the data from our database, and the data will be displayed in the index here. Let's run the project and see what's happening there. Here we are in the back office. So we're seeing the tab. If you click on it, it should take us to the table or everything we have sent already before. So let's try to see this is working or no. Let's do one more time. Oh, so it's calling the index now. Good morning. And let's say I want to just send one now. Let's say contact us. Simple data. So let's accept the reCAPTCHA and we say send. So we have this stuff here still, breakpoint, that's fine. So you should see something here. Oh, yeah, this one here. So we have sent the data successfully. If we back here and we refresh this page, we have to see that data and this one here. So I think that make it easy and simple for you. As you see, we are using zero AngularJS or zero JavaScript till now. But the only thing is it was that or that complicated stuff a bit. It was how to understand the routing. So just to understand how I'm using this URL, I need to forward it to the controller. So the controller, it was simple and easy. Just we secure it with Umbraco back office. I don't think so that we have done anything hard, to be honest with you. A few steps and we got something amazing. That stuff we used to do it in Umbraco 7 take days and maybe weeks. And it was to be harder than this. You have to know AngularJS and maybe different stuff more. I think they also in Umbraco they have more documentation about it. I will try to get it and send it to you. Also with the styling, all I think they have something different. They are using something more than Bootstrap or the custom Bootstrap, something like that. I will check it and send it to you to maybe add it to the comment box. How you can use different buttons or and other stuff with it. I hope this video it was simple and easy and you learned something new. And see you in the next video.